Welcome everyone, except my enemies. This is a Secret Neighbor themed video. I got this handy dandy little guide on Steam, which I made and which doesn't have enough ratings. In this current video, I would like to make a tier list of the neighbor skins in Secret Neighbor. This is a subjective video, obviously. You can also comment what's your top 5 favorite neighbor skins. So let's see them.
Get out of my house!
This scary neighbor was originally the base neighbor. He was named Angry Neighbor in the files, and this skin replaced the original Hello Neighbor model. This one is basically the way the kids imagine the neighbor, since as we know, Secret Neighbor is playing out only in the kid's head. It's not real or not entirely real. Only the lobby section is real. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of kids fantasizing about murdering a grieving man they don't know at all. So back to the skin. This is kind of the opposite of what the real neighbor is. He goes to the okay category. The pumpkin neighbor was one of the skins that I wanted for a long time. This one is a very famous reference for Freddy Krueger. The pumpkin head is either a horror film that I don't know about or a reference for one of the early concept arts. Either way, it's cool. I think it's a cool skin. He's going to the He's So Fine category. The Santa neighbor, for me, an adult, it's kind of appealing, but for the general audience who are like kids and teenagers, I kind of don't understand that certain render. He's made to be too handsome. Or maybe it's just a neighbor thing, I don't know. I kind of got surprised that he's portrayed this handsome. The only thing which is understandable but weird to me, color-wise, is the stubble and the hair color. As for the hair, I'm a bit mixed. He's going to the He's So Fine category. I remember he came out during Easter. This one is one of my favorite skins. I remember thinking he was a rocker until I saw in the files that he's a punk neighbor. I think we have the very first oh la la participant. I would cosplay him if I still could. This is the actual outfit I can imagine for the neighbor for the beach. He appears in these most ridiculous clothes and everybody is like, what the f*** is your problem? And if Ike Gershowitz still had like a relevance in the canon, then he would get a matching outfit. They would look ridiculous. I love this outfit, minus the bare feet. I think if they gave him sandals with socks or socks and Adidas slippers, he would be even more ridiculous. Apart from that, he looks alright. Also the flowers, So he's a very, very strong He's So Fine category. He only fell from the oh la la category because of the leg. Also, why do they keep shaving grown adult men? I cannot understand the Western censorship. No. Oh, right away we have another oh la la participant. I have no clue what JKH stands for. I kept asking this question and nobody has ever answered. Like, does it stand for just kidding hot? I don't know. I used to dislike this skin and one day I just woke up and my mind was changed. Maybe because there's a lot of details. This is one of the most detailed skins ever. He just looks very good. I'm not sure if this one is like a werewolf skin or he's a vampire werewolf. Anyway, this skin is kind of forgettable. I don't care about it. It goes to the meh category. It's okay, but I wouldn't buy this skin. Oh, this one. This is my favorite skin. I think it's a great skin. He looks great color-wise and design-wise. The only thing I wish was that the glasses were removable or at least half transparent. He looks kind of weird with these glasses. Otherwise, I would totally cosplay him and I would totally accept these clothes in real life. So as it turns out, my man had an awakening and now he's becoming a furry. I'm not sure if it's a sea monster or a Godzilla reference. It's very familiar, but whatever, it's a very interesting choice. It's an okay category. I can imagine the neighbor casually making these outfits in his free time since he has officially made a guest suit. Then Hello Guest got scrapped. Good for him. I guess. It's a very strong meh category. Sometimes I'm wearing the pants and maybe the gloves, since you can like combine the skin parts like the head and the top and the gloves and the legs, but I have never touched the top parts. This one is the werewolf skin. Okay, this one is kind of weird, but it's weird because it's for the neighbor. The idea itself and the design itself is good. I just find it weird for the neighbor himself. As a skin, it's falling to the meh category, but only because of this. Maybe the legs are a bit weird to me, but again, this is subjective. The funny thing is that originally Secret Neighbor wasn't going to be a Hello Neighbor themed game. It was about a werewolf trapping some people in the castle. Its title was Betrayal at Mansion. Then it got redesigned to be a Hello Neighbor game. So the famous devil skin was added last before they kind of scrapped the game. As for concept, I obviously love it. You know that the neighbor was originally going to be the devil in the Faust storyline. It got confirmed in 2025 by Nikita, so my storyline videos are in fact accurate. You can watch them if you haven't watched them yet. The skin itself is a He's So Fine category. He also has a very nice little tail. No peeking peach though. Male butts are suddenly 18 plus or something, even though originally it was just a small gag. This tennis neighbor came in two different colors. I think it was console exclusive or something like that. Good for the people. I'm not sure how to feel about neighbor in shorts, and I'm especially not sure about the shaving once again.
I know it's kind of a nitpicking, but I don't understand the censorship when it comes to body hair, which is a natural thing to have, and eventually everybody will have it.
For the skin itself, it's meh category. I will list the butcher neighbors before the clown. Historically, the clown neighbor was the second class, then came the butcher, then came the ghost class. So the basic butcher skin would instantly go into the oh la la category, but he fell strongly because of the hair. I cannot put into words how I feel about the hair. I think it could be more fluffy and he would look better. I know that it's to make him a bit worse looking on purpose, but the hair just completely ruins it for me. The top part is great. The apron, there isn't a single drop of blood on an apron, which a butcher uses. I loved the hook when it was in fact useful. Now it's a bit dumbed down, but the hook is a very interesting concept and kind of a bit more mature when you think about it. So despite they want it to be kid friendly, there's a lot of mature and scary themes in Secret Neighbor. For the skin, he fell from the Olala category. Once again, the old Terminator is a very interesting reference. The legs are the ones that give me a phobia I didn't know I have, and I cannot explain it. I like the boots. I like the red ties on the boots. I'm mixed about the gloves and the arm, probably same reason as the legs, and the jacket is very cool. So overall, this guy looks into the meh category, but only because of my phobia. I have a similar relationship with this skin as with JKH. I didn't like this skin when it came out, but now I grew to like it. It has good colors. I like the lights. I like the little gingerbread man. I dare to say that they kind of cooked with this skin. So he falls into the He's So Fine category. I remember winning some kind of contests and I got this skin as a gift. I never used it though. I like the Menta color and the purple absolutely fits it. So the color wise it's very good. But the smears and everything is just... It's personally me, probably. I don't like face paints at all. Color-wise, this skin is very good. It falls into the meh category because of the other things. Okay, it falls into the meh category. Once again, the hair. Everything else is smart, kind of out of character. What a name, huh? The word villain isn't family friendly anymore or whatever. Neighbor apparently fits the pink color just like everything else. For color choice, I'm very mixed because normal villains dressed like this almost fell into the God no category, but it stays in the meh category. This one is probably my most favorite Butcher skin ever. I immediately bought him for in-game currency, I must add. I like everything on him. The hat is ridiculous. I love this outfit. And when I was playing as Butcher, I think I just used this skin as it is. I love the whole set. So absolutely ooh la la category. Ha! Okay, so maybe it doesn't hit you by a surprise if I say that I hate clowns. Therefore, I hate the original reference, which is the old film of It, and the concept art was also referencing that movie. I don't like the clown neighbor, maybe because I don't like face painting. Never use this original skin. I always use something else. I only played as clown right before I stopped playing Secret Neighbor for good. It's an early skin, so it's very simple. I'm putting it to the meh category. I have a funny background story with this Harlequin Neighbor skin. This was the very first skin that I bought from Secret Neighbor with in-game currency. I thought it was something exclusive that will never return. I don't play multiplayers, especially I don't play Fortnite or things like that. I didn't even know that the Secret Neighbor shop kind of copies the Fortnite shop nowadays. So as for the skin, the idea itself is once again cool. Color-wise, it's cool. I like the buttons. I even like the Jester hat, the top of the meh category. The Snowman Neighbor, however, is one of my favorites and possibly my most favorite Clown Neighbor skin, and the skin that I used in the game. I like him a lot. He's so fine. It's just something that I can imagine in the universe of Hello Neighbor. So I think it's a very cool skin. No pun intended. This is the other favorite skin. I should draw these neighbors more often. I did notice the rope in the neck, and I'm kind of getting Coraline vibes from the button eyes. He's so fine category. This skin is nothing special. It's a casual mime, meh category. This is also meh category. The reason is that it's a clown class. If the hair was different and if it wasn't like the face paint and the big red nose, I think it could go in a higher rank. Also, meh category, same reason as before, the hair I don't think it fits him. They could have made him into the guest boar, like the neighbor we see in Hello Guest. I think it could have worked. I don't like the orange sleeves either. I prefer the red guest sleeves. I'm personally that team. Furry Awakening, guys. Furry Awakening. I'm obviously just joking. I guess this skin is coming from Hide and Seek, where Aaron was also a little tiger or something. It's a funny skin. And finally, we got to the Ghost class. I honestly like the Butcher and the Ghost class the most because I think those two fit the overall universe of Hello Neighbor a bit more than the clown skins. The original Ghost, I feel very deep empathy for him. Because what the you mean that he was tied down with chains, possibly in a chamber? These chains are heavy as hell. He was shot in the head with a cannon, of all things. He was hung by the neck and also electroshocked. He also seems to have like a battle scar or some kind of scar at the eye. So this guy was tortured to death, literally. And this is okay for them, but for some reason it wasn't allowed to put 2 drops of blood on the butcher apron. You know, the butcher who's working with bloody meat. And back in the day, I wasn't allowed to submit artwork to their Discord server because it had 2 drops of blood on it as like decoration. This is the artwork, by the way. Meanwhile, the cartoon itself was just spilling blood everywhere for no reason. I didn't know that Hello Neighbor was a slasher franchise. Oh wait, it is not. So back to the ghost skin itself. This one is the He's So Fine category. I really like the details on the tail. I like the concept art as well. I don't understand logically how can a ghost neighbor take damage and have a stamina because he's dead, but the skin itself is alright and it's a good idea. The Hamlet neighbor is maybe too fancy for me. He was stabbed in the heart. I would like to remind everybody. Color-wise, it's very fitting to the light blue color. It would go to the okay category, but falls into the meh category for now. Well, friendly ghost is not so friendly if he catches kids, right? Logically, I don't know how is the blanket staying on a ghost. It's just a funny detail to think about. It's the same category as people who are cosplaying Sans from Undertale, like they are putting a skeleton on their skeleton. It's just not my kind of skin. Maybe because of the family-friendly approach. This one was based on Scrooge, and he's stabbed in the back with the clock's piece. Yeah, I find it too simple. The bottom of mech category. It's just not as detailed. I also found some unused skins on ArtStation. I will quickly rank these two. For example, I absolutely love this wolf skin, and I'm really sad that they didn't make it to the game. You know, something is done for when people are allowed to submit the concept artworks of it to ArtStation. There's also partial skins, which for some reason don't have their full body renders in the files. So originally I forgot them from the list, but quickly I will rank them as well. For example, here's the spy one, which you can only get if you buy the board game. There's also the Doomsday one. There's also this glowing in the dark set. The pirate, however, is a he's so fine category. I'm sad that for the neighbor we didn't have a pirate set. He would have looked good, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is the final ranking. There's some fantastic neighbor skins right up there. Wow, I love these skins a lot. And below these there are fine skins as well. Many skins fell into the meh category, and we have that one. It was a very interesting thing to do, to rank these neighbors. I never did such thing before. Also, just to mention the skins I made for a contest and they were award winning. I guess these will never happen either. The point of the contest was that to give possible skin ideas. The only skin that I really wanted to make it to the game was the factory worker neighbor, but I guess that's not going to happen. I was also thinking about making the same video for Quentin and Otto and Guest. As for Otto, I don't know what is Otto doing in the neighbor class. Why couldn't Smith be a class? I know why couldn't he be, because I mentioned in the Smith video what happens with Smith, but why couldn't Smith be a class? I can totally imagine him catching and killing kids. He hates everybody, mainly the kids who harassed him and took his hat. It would have been crazy to run around in the house as Smith. Quentin had some cute outfits. There's one or two outfits that I wanted to buy for him, but I never play as him because he's difficult to play as, and I don't give a fuck about the guest. So I think that's for now. Thank you so much for watching if you made it to the end. Don't forget to subscribe for more Hello Neighbor history content mainly. Also, don't forget to write your top 5 neighbor skins in the comment section. Bye!